My money is on Blake Lively being wrong. I think she is 100% wrong. Listen to me, Blake Lively. Tap out. Tap out. Call uncle right now. I am telling you, you are not going to win this. You and your husband were a little too high up on your horse, okay? High up on your horse, feeling the A-list vibes, thinking that there's nothing that can possibly take you down. It happened. You are going to lose this and much more.
Candace Owens is putting everything out in the open, and it seems like Blake Lively is headed straight for jail. The once Hollywood darling, known for her picture-perfect image, is now caught up in one of the messiest scandals we've seen in a while. Her team might have believed they could intimidate Justin Baldoni, but here's how he responded.
Director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
This situation is starting to feel like a real-life sequel to It Ends With Us, except this time, it's not a movie. It's unfolding in real time, and things are getting messier by the second. And guess who's spilling all the details? Candace Owens. She's calling out Blake, accusing her of doing everything she can to hide some very dirty secrets. And what's her big move to stop it from all coming out? A gag order.
The legal team files a letter with the court January 21st requesting a gag order for Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman.
She's trying to shut everyone up, control the narrative, and make sure no one talks about what's really going on. But let's be honest, when a celebrity goes this hard to control the story, you know there's something fishy happening behind the scenes. Candace isn't letting it slide. If Blake is so scared of the truth getting out, why did she run straight to the New York Times in the first place? She played the victim, made shocking claims about harassment, and tried to paint Justin Baldoni as the bad guy. But now, the tables are turning, and things aren't looking good for her.
Justin Baldoni responded in a very big way to this lawsuit. 11 days later, on December 31st, Justin Baldoni filed a $250 million lawsuit, against the New York Times for libel. And let me tell you, he fully brought some receipts by releasing personal text messages between him and Blake Lively that painted an entirely different picture.
People are starting to believe this was all part of a smear campaign, a deliberate attempt to ruin Baldwin's reputation. Now, with evidence piling up, it's blowing up in the worst possible way. The case is moving quickly, faster than anyone thought. Monday marked Blake's first court appearance, and she probably thought her lawyers could make it all disappear with that gag order. But here's the twist, the court denied it.
Judge chose to not impose the gag order on Justin Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman today, but did threaten to move up the trial if the media press war continued.
That's right, no protection, no special treatment, and no silencing the public. Now, the real question is, what's Blake so afraid of us finding out? If she was so sure of her claims, why is she suddenly scrambling to keep everything under wraps? She's the one who dragged the public into this mess, and now she wants us to look away? Oh no, that's not how this works. Meanwhile, Justin Baldwin's legal team isn't messing around. Enter Brian Friedman, Baldwin's lawyer, who might just be Blake's worst nightmare right now. While Justin's keeping up the nice guy persona, Brian is on a mission to expose it all. And Megyn Kelly also weighed in, giving Blake a piece of her mind.
The truth should be out there. What does she have to fear if she's telling the truth? This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
But here's the real bombshell. The evidence against her is piling up quickly, and at this point, it's starting to look less like a Hollywood scandal and more like a criminal case. Speaking of receipts, Blake claimed, over and over, that during a slow dance montage, Baldoni got too hands-on and made her uncomfortable. But when Baldwin's legal team released the raw behind-the-scenes footage to TMZ, the truth turned out to be much messier than she'd led people to believe.
My oh my, Justin Baldoni's lawyers have now leaked the official footage of her alleged harassment, and I now need this to go to trial.
It turns out Blake wasn't the helpless victim she made herself out to be. In reality, she was the one in control, pulling the strings and orchestrating every move. While she tried to paint herself as the damsel in distress, the behind-the-scenes footage shows a different story, one where she was calling the shots all along. Instead of being caught off guard or uncomfortable, Blake was directing the narrative and playing her part in a way that only suited her agenda.
When I found a sociopath.
Time stop.
Yeah.
But like,
That this house been rough from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you something else.
I think it's, you know,
I think it's more cute.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And here's the real twist. The footage even caught Blake telling Baldoni to get more into it. That little detail sent her legal team into full panic mode. But trust me, the drama was just beginning. With the gag order rejected, Justin's legal team went on the offensive. They launched an entire website to expose Blake's lies. Yes, a whole site packed with receipts, documents, and proof that Blake was behind a full-blown smear campaign. And let's not forget, Justin already sued her for defamation. This website is just more evidence that his lawsuit was totally justified.
Featuring an amended legal complaint and a 168-page timeline of events, including newly released text messages allegedly sent between the embattled stars of It Ends With Us, as well as Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds. One alleged text from Reynolds to Baldoni expresses his excitement about It Ends With Us, writing, "This is gonna be incredible. I happen to adore you, Justin."
The tea is spilling, and Blake is drowning in it. Now, let's talk damage control, because she's definitely panicking. She's losing everything: her reputation, her fans, and most importantly, her connections. In Hollywood, that's a death sentence. No one wants to be linked to a scandal this toxic, and Blake is finding that out the hard way. Her closest friends are going quiet, brands are distancing themselves, and if she thought she had power before, it's slipping through her fingers fast.
Today, her team, and respect to them for the speed at which her marketing team moves, dropped an entire article in the press announcing that her and Blake are taking a break. They're no longer friends because, shocking, Taylor Swift feels used.
Things are about to get even wilder. Candace Owens isn't just shedding light on the lawsuit, she's digging even deeper. She uncovered an old Reddit post that allegedly reveals all the juicy details about what was really going on behind the scenes of *, It Ends With Us. The post seems to give an insider look into the chaos that Blake tried to keep hidden, and now, with this new bombshell, the entire story could change.
Reddit post, an anonymous Reddit post, I kid you not, that went up 6 months ago. 6 months ago, during the week of the It Ends With Us premiere. Now, typically, Reddit post anonymous, who cares, right? You're like, okay, well, like, this seems like a stretch. No, it's not a stretch. This is amazing. This person correctly stated everything that was going to happen. Well, since what has happened since, what was happening in the background. Essentially, they present themselves as, like, I know the person, a person that is going through this. Here is what is going on, and you're not going to believe what is going on and why it's happening. And of course, when this person posted on Reddit, no one believed her.
Blake's reputation isn't looking great based on recent posts. She was allegedly a control freak on set, demanding special privileges that her co-stars didn't receive. When Sony refused to cater to her, she reportedly threatened them with a sexual harassment lawsuit involving Justin. This move supposedly pressured the studio into giving in to her demands, with the threat of legal action forcing their hand.
So Blake goes to Sony and threatens to go to the New York Times with a story that says that Justin was sexually harassing her on set if they don't let her have her own version.
They folded quickly, not wanting to face a potential legal nightmare. But Blake? She still went ahead and pushed the harassment allegations. Now, let's connect the dots. If we're to believe this Reddit post, Blake didn't just exaggerate her claims, she weaponized them. The worst part? It seems like she never expected to get called out. But now, the court is not happy, and the backlash is brutal. Blake is running out of options, and, at this point, she's probably scrambling for an escape plan. But is there even a way out? The evidence is piling up against her, and her own words are being used against her. Unless she can pull off a miracle, she may have no choice but to take the ultimate loss settlement, maybe. But the damage seems too deep.